Yes, people, welcome back to another video. John Sinclair TV back again for a live preview show. I've got Wolfie in the house. Big up to you, Wolfie. How are you, mate?
Good, matey. How are you?
I'm fine, not too bad, not too bad. Just having a long day at work today, but hey ho. So it is what it is. So guys, if you like the video, like what you see, if you hit the like button, hit the like, subscribe, and super chat, and also if you like to become a member, it's just 99p. And also show Wolfie some love as well. I'm gonna go to some comments straight away. Big up to Bobby. Hi to Bobby. Hi to Irish Beer. I hope you're okay, mate. Irish Beer. Please hit the subscribe button, please, mate. If you can, that'd be amazing. Thank you so much indeed. Even to Leslie as well. Share to socials, support me and my channel. Thank you so much indeed. And also Forest Fan TV. John's too busy watching the Man U game. No, I'm not. Listen, every time he says that, he loves to wind us up about Man United. Yeah, but I'm taking no notice of him. He's a lovely lad, Ashley Mason.
Who cares about the Mickey Mouse Cup?
Yeah, exactly. But I wanted to win that as well. And we got to let's again. Does the Wolfie thinks Brennan Johnson's injured, or is it a smoke screen? I think he's out tomorrow.
He's out.
Is that confirmed?
He's out. Hence why I'm worried. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. And that was amazing. So that is Forest Ant as well. Please hit the subscribe button, please. Ant, if you can, that'd be brilliant. Thank you so much indeed. Must have been celebrated like Matt Rashford scored. Wow. And let's go a question. Can you bring him back to us then? Talking about Brennan.
No.
No,
you can take Wood back. I've got receipts for him. You can take him back. In fact, I'll pay you to take him back.
Fair dues. No love for Wolfie, eh? That's easy sense.
That's one of my
Oh, bless him. Can you hit the subscribe button, please? If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, please. That'd be amazing. Thank you. I'm in the house from Gary D. Hi to you, Gary D. And big up to Forest Fan TV as well from Ant. So, we've got a match on tomorrow night on the Friday between Forest and Newcastle at the City Ground. The last time we met, we won by 2-0. Can you tell the viewers about your season so far under Steve Cooper? For me, I think he's doing a good job for your team. I mean, he's turning it around. Yes, he has some dodgy defeats as well and dodgy results as well. However, he got some good results at home against Man City, Chelsea, and you're doing really well. Liverpool, yes, you beat Liverpool by 4-0. You're doing well this season under Stevie Cooper. I mean, are you happy with Stevie Cooper, or can you stay up?
Well, it's very yin and yang for Forest this season. Like at home, it's a fortress. It's a complete fortress. We haven't lost at the City Ground since September. And to be honest, we should have won the last 2 games that we lost there in September. So the streak should have been a lot longer. Away from home, it's like a completely different team. It's an ungelled team, a team that doesn't seem to recognize how to play football. But at the City Ground, something happens, especially under those lights. You guys have got us at nighttime. You're going to find it tough there tomorrow. But it's the fans at the City Ground that just drive us across the line, man. The noise generated there. I know St. James is a great atmosphere and everything, but there's something special about the City Ground. So season so far is getting tighter. About a month ago, we were quite comfortable where we were. We haven't really moved much in league positions. We haven't dropped much. We've been 13th for the last month and we're now 14th. But we've just got a lot closer to those bottom 3 than I would like. And it's down to the away form, man. The away form is going to be our undoing, but the home form is what's going to be the thing that saves us. So tomorrow's big. Tomorrow's big because it's at the City Ground. Bigger teams have come and struggled. So we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes, yeah.
Absolutely. Look at your league form for the last 5 games. It's a lost draw, and a loss as well. And you can see the -26. You got -26 score difference, which is absolutely shocking. Out of the bottom, you are the equal worst out of the bottom 8 at this moment in time, and you're 2 points clear for the relegation zone.
Well, it depends. It depends which way you're looking at the form. If you look at our home form, I think we're either +1 or 0 on goal difference. So that -26 is all on the road. So don't read those stats and expect it to be a -26 team you come up against tomorrow. It ain't going to be the same team because we played you first game of the season at St. James's. And that was rabbit in headlights, man. That was just welcome to the Premier League kind of thing. The team has changed. Cooper's gone very, very defensive since about a month or two into the season. And he's like shored up the back and the core of the team. Where we're struggling with is the attacking side, the transition of it. But you will find it hard to break us down.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, I mean, look, and we got, don't see many goals as well. We still got the best defence in the league. And also as well, we got the fastest attack as well. If Alice and Maximin get on his form tomorrow, and Miggy, if he starts tomorrow, is on it, and Isak gets the service, then we can cause you guys a problem, in my opinion. But I don't expect...
You're not scoring that much either, are you, bro? You guys have been struggling in front of goal, man.
We have. I'm not going to lie, we have. For me, before Sunday, we just can't score goals for love. We played Liverpool, lost 2-0. We played Man City, got beat. Played United, we got beat. But the trouble is, though, I mean, Callum Wilson is the problem at the minute. I mean, I love Callum Wilson, but he started so well. But after he came back for the World Cup, he's been absolutely poor. 1 goal, 1 assist in the last 3 months. That is not going to get me a title. That's not going to get me a top 4 position this season. That's not going to be.
I have the solution for you. I know what would fix your problems, right?
Go on.
I've got this receipt. I can't quite find it. It's somewhere on my desk, right? And it says Chris Wood on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take him back, put him back in the team. Yeah. He'll do better than Wilson has done. Put him in. He knows his system. He knows the style. He'll slot right in. Yeah. And you'll be fine. You'll get yourself to top 4 with him. You'll be absolutely fine. Take him back.
Nah, sorry, mate. You can keep him. You can keep him. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I like Chris Wood. Don't get us wrong. But he doesn't score enough. He missed so many chances for us as well. I mean, he missed one against Leeds. He also missed Arsenal as well. The one against Sheffield Wednesday. My God. How did he miss that, man? Absolutely ridiculous. That's a poor finish, man. But you keep him. We take the 15 million quid off you in the summer. That's no bother at all.
19 in total, mate. I don't know how they came up to that. 4 million for the loan and then 15 mil in the summer.
I tell you what, I tack it all day long. Thank you for doing this with us, by the way. I appreciate that. You keep him.
It's that Giraldi guy that we've got. We took him from you as well. He's in our back room there. Doing all these Newcastle deals. He's the ex one from you, isn't he? And he's just sorting you lot out. But we got Shelby. Look, Shelby, I still think is a player. We got him from you. I think you guys were quite sad to see him go, weren't you?
Yes or no? For me, to where we ought to be, right? I think to be honest about John Joe Shelby, I think on his day he's fantastic. But I don't want to. It's no good having one great game of FE6 or 7. I want to see him play well every single week. For me, to where we ought to be, I think personally, I would have let him gone. Let's be real, because we need to reshape the team to where we want to be. John Shelby's been with us for what, 7-8 seasons of us now, yeah. And on his day, he's brilliant. On this and off this, it's just poor. Too many Hollywood passes for this sort of thing, yeah, and it doesn't come off. So at the end of the day, not for me. I think
is that a thing? Is that a thing then? Because I've noticed that, and so have a few of the Forest fan base. He loves the Hollywood ball. Is that what he tends to go for a lot?
If it comes off, sort of thing, fantastic. But if it doesn't come off, it's so frustrating. Do you know what I mean? But it's like hitting the long balls to knee one. Do you know what I mean? It's like a fifth centre.
What's his best position in your eyes? Is he a deep lying midfielder? Is he a box to box? Is he a CM? Like, there's been quite a bit of debate on him.
For me,
where do you see him?
He's a deep line midfield for me, in my opinion. Yeah, he can play deep line, and that's his best position for me. CDM might not be for him, but deep line CDM, deep line midfield, yes, all day long. Attacking midfield, not for me, but deep line, he gets the ball from, he gets close to the centre-back, yeah, asks for the ball, he gets it, he looks around, and he does this ridiculous Hollywood passes sometimes, and it doesn't come off, but when it does, it's wonderful to watch. But for me, I just don't think, I think he needed to be moved on. And another thing with Shelby as well, for me personally, I think he's done this time at Newcastle. It's a shame, but you just got to move on. We've got Bruno Guimaraes as well for Newcastle. I'm sure we're going to talk about him later on our show, but We go for some comments as well. Gosson, thank you very much, Easy Sense. I appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed for subscribing. Big up to EK. I hope you're okay. We're so going to hide in terms of our home and away results as an Easy Sense. Well, that is the thing. To be fair, I don't think any of us underestimate the Forest, but you should underestimate us as well. They're playing really well. Unfortunately for us, Wood is both loan tied and injured tomorrow. So for me,
Yeah.
we would not have played anyway against us. Any of you Toon Army on here, come to Nottingham tomorrow. I'd love to be there tomorrow, mate. I'm afraid I won't be able to make it because I've got to work and I haven't got a ticket neither. So that is tough. I mean, you saw that our allocation of tickets anyway, but it'd be a full allocation of Newcastle, which is amazing. Chris Wood, that's enough for me. That's in Gary D. He took sense. Myself and FFTV, and we'd love to get some reviews on our match day vlog. Do you know what? I would have, if I was there, I would have been happy to do so, mate. I would have done that as well. Isishan injured. Apparently, he's not been picked for the national team. He doesn't look great. And I think it's more than the time of leaving, left a short mid, but haven't played in a good while due to injury. That's another thing. He's been injured quite a bit as well. So it's just a shame. So please be warned about that, Forest fans. We need Scarpa and Danilo playing. If not, it ain't gonna
Definitely.
Are they injured or are they playing tomorrow?
They're just not being picked at the moment. Danilo, we picked him up in January for like 18 million from Brazil, one of the best players from Palmeiras. He's a 21-year-old box-to boxer, but they're bleeding him in slowly. And then with Scarpa, he's Brazilian Player of the Year. He should have gone to the World Cup. We got him on a free we had a pre-contract with him from the summer.
Yeah.
He's top quality, but he's just been done by £1 million scandal on cryptocurrency. So he may or may not be in the team tomorrow. We'll find out. But if he is, he'll fire. Yeah.
Well, happy days for you, but let's hope he doesn't play. Boz, can you give us the money for Woods and we can reinvest that in getting Kyogo? I tell you what,
you've already got the money for it. It's coming to you, guaranteed in the summer. They've already agreed the deal and it's been triggered, so it's ridiculous. But yeah,
so yeah, that's the latest news on that one. Right, I mean, he signed 40-odd players, 20-odd players on the summer, maybe a bit more in the summer. I can't work out how Steve Cooper's going to fit his team. Are those decisions, or is it your owner's decision? Because I don't know which is which. I mean, is it Steve's choice of signings, or is it your owner's choice of signings?
Yeah, but everyone says that. But my simple answer back to that is our squad size is exactly the same as yours, exactly the same as every other Premier League squad size. Because you can only have 25 players named, can't you? Plus, obviously, the under 21s. So the squad size has to be named at 25. We're going to sign 400. It doesn't matter. It's a limited amount, isn't it? So obviously we got promoted. You can say it was unexpected. You know, Steve Cooper did miracles last season, getting us from bottom to top. So we had to invest. It was a championship squad that had to be turned into a Premier League squad literally in 2 weeks. You know, from when we played the playoffs, they had to start planning it pretty much from the start of that evening kind of thing. So that's why we had to invest into a lot of players. There had to be some decisions made on which players came in and out. Look, I don't think they were all Cooper signings, but I don't think any manager in this day and age gets sign-off on all players. I'm sure there's shopping lists that managers give, but there's sporting directors now, there's recruitment teams and things like that that get involved. And it's their job to recruit these players and get them in. They do have discussions. Steve Cooper has said there's talks. There's definitely a couple of players that he didn't probably sanction on, but I think that's the same in any club you go to now. You know, there's certain players that can come in and can't come in. And it's done sometimes above the manager's head. But was it a lot of players? Yes. Is it hard to gel these players? Yeah. Teams that bring in 4 or 5 players will struggle to gel them, you know, in any given season. But with 30 now in total, it's a hell of a job. And the proof will be in the pudding. You know, if we stay up, he's done a great job. If not, then it has to be scrutinized. And was it the right decision to bring 30 in?
Yeah, I think he's turning his team into American football style team, just like Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? That's just my opinion, but crazy, man. I think it needs to be sorted out. You're right, but for your sake, you better stay up this season for your sake. And I think I might have just got you kept up. got that one from Leslie. Thank you, Leslie. We need Sharp and Danilo playing. If not, ain't going to be look good. Forest, you can give us money for Woods. Yeah, we read that as well. It's quite a few as well, by the way. Keep those comments coming in. Thank you very much indeed. Would you take any of the current Forest players in the Newcastle team? That's from James. Hi to James. Please hit the subscribe button, James. You can. Brilliant.
Would I take any of? I think he's asking you.
Would I take American players? Thank you. So, Brennan Johnson.
Is that it?
I'll take Scarpa. Well, I'll look around as well. For me, I'd say
you need a better left back, man. Lodi, he's been linked to you.
Lodi's been good. Lodi's been really good.
Yeah, he's also linked to you guys. There's talks of him in the summer against Newcastle.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's only on loan, isn't he? He's only out loan for Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, but we have an option to buy, so it's still in our hands. But I have seen a lot of reports linking Newcastle to him in the summer. And you probably need a better keeper who can actually kick a ball, because Pope can save it, man. But we got Navas and we got Hendo, so Navas has won more Champions League than in the last 10 years than you guys have won trophies, man. So maybe you'd want Navas in there as well.
And there's a reason for that, because he played for Real Madrid. So he is a winner. Navas is a winner. And when he's brought off, thought he's going to be really decent for you guys. But if I was Newcastle manager, I'd say keep taking those shots at him. Keep taking those shots, because at the minute, sort of thing, he started against Leeds and done really well. So it's going to be very interesting. We're just going to keep shooting to get some chances made as well. But for me, take Brendan, I take Lodi and Scarpa, Danilo. Not sure of him just off yet. The centre back, is it Nakate? He got from Mainz as well. He looks a decent defender, doesn't he?
He's just been injured for like 6 months. He may be back tomorrow.
Wow.
So we need him.
There you go. You got Brennan Johnson. I'll take Brennan Johnson. That's a watch the lad when you loan him to Lincoln. Big up to Tony, by the way. I hope you're okay, mate. And hope you have a good time when you're short and eat with another Forest fan. And big up to Lee out Tony and Forest lad. Lee, my name is John, mate. That's the second time he's done that. Call me Tony. No,
Tony?
Not me. Only team that can change a 14. And it's Henderson out of contract in the summer. He's on the season-long loan, Leslie. So, I believe season-long loan. And it looks like Navas going to be in the team anywhere as well.
Yeah, Hendo's injured.
He is. So
we've got a lot of injuries at the moment, like stacking up. They're slowly coming back, but you could build a full team with our injuries. We've got somewhere between 9 and 11 players out, so it's a bit worrying at the moment.
It's very worrying, isn't it, for your team? So it is what it is, but let's hope you get your players back very, very soon.
I'm getting a vibe like Newcastle fans hate Man United. Would I be right with that vibe?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, things are rivals to Sunderland, right? But Newcastle fans cannot stand Man United. They cannot stand them at all whatsoever.
Are we going back to the old I'd love it if we beat them season? Is that the one, or does it go deeper than that?
It seems like it, doesn't it? But the thing is, right, they just don't like Man United. They just don't. And because
who does? Who does, mate? Who does? I can't stand them.
No. There you go. let's hope we beat them on April the 2nd. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? But man, there was no sweet chat to Les and Lee. So I think you're on the wrong channel. It's John in the hot seat. Thank you for that, Gary D. From the Les as well. So we're going to do a little bit of I was going to say a bit of combined 11, right? You're going to be in charges as well, right? So between Nottingham Forest and Newcastle, right? I'm going to get this information up now, right? We're going to do a combined 11. And
what are the rules? The
rules are you could choose who you want, combined the best Newcastle players, the best Nottingham Forest players. This is going to be your team, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to get it up now, right? Because
does it matter if they're injured or fit?
No, it's got to be on form. And just get this up.
Okay.
Formation, a 4-3-3. So, it's going to be your team. You could have 5 Newcastle, 6 Forest. You could have 6 Newcastle, 5 Forest players. Just even out. You know what I mean? You're going to be your team, mate. It's going to be your team.
All right.
Go for it. Who's going to be in goal? He's been on form.
Navas. I mean, Pope should be suspended for this game, shouldn't he?
Well, he should do, shouldn't he? Excuse me.
Yeah, that Wolves one. Yeah, bloody hell, he got away with it.
That's a bloody penny all day long. I'm not gonna lie.
And a red card. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, right? God's got a plan.
Is Shah fit? I've heard he's injured. Is he fit or injured?
Yeah, he's injured. So he's injured.
All right, so we can't have Shah.
You can choose players over the season. Like, you can choose players over the season. Like,
well, that's why I asked you for the rules. If they're injured or not now, can we put them in or not?
Yeah, you want to put Shah in, you can put Shah in.
I would go. I'd go Shah and I'm gonna put Felipe in.
Felipe.
Yeah.
So both centre backs. Okay. Who'd be your right back?
Right back. I would have Trippier on form. If you'd asked me this a month ago, it'd be Aurier, Sergio Aurier, no doubts about it. Definitely left back would be Lodi. Lodi's been amazing.
Lodi, Danbull Lodi. I tell you what, though, I mean, that's okay, cool. It's quite balanced, isn't it? Your centre midfielder, CDM.
So I would have a 3 of Bruno Guimaraes, definitely.
Good choice. Good choice.
I'm gonna put Ryan Yates and Morgan Gibbs-White next to him.
Ryan Yates.
Yeah, and Morgan Gibbs-White.
Okay, cool. And your front three.
Oh, ASM on the left.
On the right-hand side.
On the right, Jono, 100%.
Right, and then so important.
Front, you can have who you want. We ain't got a striker. Yeah, Isaac. I'll go Isaac.
There you go. Go through the comments as well, right? And
what they say.
We're going to go through the comments as well before we just make a decision on this as well. 26 people watching live. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate the watchers. Thank you very much indeed. Slap a like on it as well and hit that subscribe button if you're new. So, all Nottingham Forest fans as well. Thank you. Liverpool Man U were the loudest voice against our takeover, which didn't help. Let's have to agree. It's the big six mainly Tottenham, basically. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to lie, right? They're just jealous. They're just clearly rattled. Tottenham are rattled nearly. Chelsea are as well. Big up to Lee. Thank you, Lee. Great save, by the way. You got it right there. John, have you seen one Gabi Viega from Celta Vigo? He's 20 and 33 million. I don't know a lot about this guy. I can't lie, but it's been getting rave reviews in the La Liga. And Celta Vigo really love this player. They really, really do. Big up to Alan as well. Even to you, mate. I can remember a player for Forest called Duncan McKenzie. He's always had a good game against us. He was one hell of a player. Have you heard of Duncan McKenzie?
Old school, yeah. That'll be Ant's boy.
Good player in this day. You forgot to put my B-Dale Becks on. Bless you. Got a question. I think Wolfie, do you think we'll be able to score? Dennis, Ayew, and Gibbs most likely to start, I say.
I don't know, man. There's no Jono. There's no Jono, man.
Wow. Beer Viking saying, what you've been smoking, mate, with that.
They don't like my combo. They don't like my 11. Trust me. That would be the combined 11.
Cool. Well, you got Savage over Ayew or Eddie Day. That's Savage. He's a big lad as well. He's a big strapping lad, isn't he? And so Gibbs White is a really, really poor player.
Clearly, he's been on the beer, man. Morgan Gibbs White is one of the best talents in the Premier League. And he's called like out of all the players to call poor.
Wow. I'll tell you what, Gibbs White is
I ain't winding up for that team. I guarantee you couldn't put better players in the positions that I've chosen. Guarantee you.
Wow. It's definitely on the wind up here with that team. Do you want to change?
Who would you change? Who would you change?
Who would I change? I mean, Joe Linton's gone with that team.
For
look at that, man. This is your team. I'll put Botman in. right?
Bro, Joe Linton's suspended for a start, so how are you putting him in? How are you putting him in?
No, we're talking about by form. I told you it has to be by form, man. But
I'm just saying, if you had to put him on the team sheet tomorrow, you can't put Joe Linton there.
That's fair enough. But we're talking about form, right? I want to change a couple as well. I mean, Dwayne Johnson I get in. Scarpa put in midfield, 100%, along with Bruno and Joe Linton as well. Put Scarpa in there as well.
You're putting out a full Brazilian midfielder, right? Okay, I like where you're going with that.
I could do.
Yeah.
And Foxy's a South American expert. He likes him, quite likes Lodi as well. I'm sure he does. And let's go for some more comments. Hi, John, and hi to Coffee as well. You're right, mate. After tasty looking team, that's an easy sense. 4-1 to Newcastle, you reckon? No Wood in the combined 11. No
chance.
No, because to be honest with you, there's no capitals to the chat, please. But thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate that as well. No Mourinho either. And Eddie Jordan also, as surprised as everyone else at Miron's form this year. You've been watching Newcastle and Miron. What's your take on Miron, Niggy?
He's gone cold, hasn't he? He's gone cold a bit. He started off red hot. I loved what he did, the way he shut Grealish up. But he has gone off the boil. His goal against Wolves was nice the other night. Yeah. I think Murphy's been all right coming in instead of him. Very funny, Trevor Francis's tracksuit. No, thank you. You can have him back as well. But most of the Forest fans like him. I don't. Yeah, no, but with him, I think he's a great player. He's developed well. I would play, if I were you guys, I'd start him tomorrow. I'd put him back in the team ahead of Murphy. Although Murphy's been all right. But if you were to play ASM, Isaac, and Almiron, you may get some change out of our back line. It depends if Niakate plays or not. If Worrell plays, that's who you want to target tomorrow. Because ASM absolutely chewed him alive in the first match at the start of the season. So, and he would again tomorrow. So it's I've been impressed with a lot of your team. I have. Yeah. I just think you need a couple more midfielders still. I think Willock's all right, but he just needs, I think with the money you guys have got, if you could get top 4, even top 6 this season, I can see you building a nasty looking squad over the summer.
Yeah.
And I think Eddie Howe can put it together.
Yeah.
I still don't think Eddie Howe likes ASM that much. I think he still wants someone more consistent on that left side.
Anthony Gordon plays that injured, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. I'm not sure about Gordon still. He's a little whiny little git, isn't he? I don't like how he left Everton. It was a bit not how you want a player to join your club. I still like ASM because he's unpredictable, and I like a player who's unpredictable. I'm sure he can frustrate the crap out of you guys, but at the same time, he will get you on the edge of your seats. But I don't know if an Eddie Howe likes that over someone who is going to be reliable, who can produce, 7 or 8 out of 10 week in, week out. Whereas with ASM, I think you're going to get a 10, a 2, and a couple of 7s, But I quite like that player, yeah.
Yeah, the thing we saw with ASM, I mean, I love the guy, right? I mean, he can run. He's got all the tech assets in the world. But if you haven't got them put that to your game, you're irrelevant. That is the thing. But the thing is, our fan base, you're not allowed to have a go at ASM. You're not allowed to have a go if he plays poor. You're not allowed to have a go at him. I'm sorry, I'll just say how it is. I mean, I've been giving them 3s and 4s and we play ratings before. And you know what? I don't look back. I praise a player when they do well, and I cost them out a bit when they do not play well. It's as simple as that, mate. But at the end of the day, I says how it is, my guy, and simple as that. So I love.
Bro, I do the same thing. It's not popular, but it's the truth, And sometimes the fan base needs to hear it,
The truth stinks as well. The truth.
Yeah,
stinks.
but if you don't like ASM, I've got an idea, right? We've got this FA Cup winning, TikTok famous player who we could swap for him, right? Who would just slot right in there for you, right? He's an experienced player. You give us ASM, we'll give you J-Links. I think that's a good balance and a fair swap there.
I'll tell
Would
you
do that swap?
I'd take Ben Johnson, mate.
You ain't having him. Jesse Lingard, though? I know you guys love your ex-Man U players, so you can have him. He's a bit like, I remember when Gillespie went to Newcastle back in the day. It'll be another deal like that. You can have him. Have him, take him.
Lingard, not for me. Let's go on.
And I'll throw in Wood as well. I'll throw in Wood for free.
No deal. No deal. You're not Peter Johnson Dragons Den. No way. No, Jack Corback, Trevor Francis tracksuit. Please hit the subscribe button, please, mate. Thank you very much indeed. That'd be brilliant. What about Big Joe in midfield? I would have picked him, but it's not my combined, but it's
suspended, mate. Suspended.
Fair enough. That's your cue. I always believe in Miggy. Yes, you always do. Coffee, and you do, and I think you love the guy as well. And thank you for that, Leslie. Love Duncan McKenzie.
Yeah, that's so
great player. And I used to live by him in Wrigley Gibbs White. We call him Gibbs, and I'm not going to say the rest on there.
Give shit.
He says he's a poor player. So, and to be fair, Joe Linton for Yatesy. Yep. And Philippi over Botman or the Pies. I have to agree there. John, you should have put Lingard in being an ex-Man U player. No, please, no.
You can have him.
It's that pub still outside the ground. Could you have it? Outside the stadium, City ground.
Oh, it's talking to me.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you, there's usually there's a few that we end up at. They'll list them for you in the chat.
Yeah, fair enough. Which is a better sell for Newcastle? Carroll for 30 mil, Wood for 19. For me, I would have said just Carroll 35 million quid, because at the end of the day, he wasn't really the same player when he left Newcastle. You know, when he came back, he was such a tune prone. It's just laughable. Do you know what I mean? Did I want Carroll back?
Mate, your best sale has been Wood. The fact that you were able to recover 19 mil out of the 25 is amazing.
Yeah, that's fair shout. Can't put Scarpa in. Hasn't performed to his level yet, and going through personal issues at the minute. Getting scammed out with 1 million. I think he needs to sort that out very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Very shocking, that is. Shocking. Shah's injured, isn't he? Whereas Botman's playing tomorrow. Shah's injured too. I don't think he'll be playing. Love Super Jackie Callback. That's from FFTV. Forest's defense is 20, man's 26. I said that.
Away from home, not at home.
Goldens and Steve. No, we haven't fallen out, Steve. He's just want to take time out of my channel because he's been trolled again for the second time. And we do speak. I should have been on this channel the other night, but I had a channel on Wednesday, so I couldn't go on. So look, Tony is welcome to come back on my channel at any time. It's open. All you have to do is let us know we have not fallen out. I can stress that out, Steve. I'm glad you asked the question. Voluntary break. ASM show Pony, great tech has no end product. There you go. I've always said that he has got an end product. If he did have an end product, he'd be playing the French national team. Simple as that. But there's 5 or 6 better wingers in front of him. I can't lie. 3-1 of Isaac Murphy Bruno. Nottingham Forest.
Whoa. Stop right there.
Forest. Do not say not Forest at all.
Stop right there.
Yeah, go on.
He can't write that. He can't write that. That's a bannable word on my channel.
It is.
Nuts.
No.
Nuts is a county.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean, dear man. I see exactly what you mean. And Biggie will come on later and score. That's from Alan. What lineup? That's I just joined. Steve, what for me tomorrow? I keep us the same as last week. I think Ed is thinking between Biggie and Jacob Murphy. To be fair, Murphy's playing all right, by the way. He's playing really well. I can't lie. He's not my favourite player, but he's doing all right. Do you know what I mean? And I can understand why Eddie wants to keep him in. So what team would you play tomorrow for Forest?
For me?
Yeah. Give us your team lineup.
What team would I play, or what team's Cooper going to go with?
What team do you think he'll go with?
He will go with Navas in goal, Aurier right back, Worrell, Felipe, and Lodi in a back 4. He'll go 3 across the middle. It will probably be Shelvey, Freuler. I'm not sure if Yates is fully fit to come back in now. He's had some fitness issues. If he doesn't put him in, it could be Mangala or Colback. It could be. It could be that 3. Mm-hmm. And then he's probably going to go with Morgan Gibbs-White in the hole. And again, Jono's injured, and Wood is luckily ineligible for this match, but he has picked up a knock as well, so he can't play. So it's probably going to be, I think Emmanuel Dennis might get the nod here, and maybe IU as well. So it will be like a 4-3-1-2 or a 4-3-3-3, roughly, a bit of a mix and fluidity there. But it's going to be a very, very compact performance because you guys struggle, don't you, to break down low block football. And I think Cooper will know that. And I think Cooper will do that.
Well, I'll tell
it's
you
not the team I'd go with, though. It's not the team I'd go with.
Fair enough. Fair enough. For me tomorrow, I'm going to say Nick Pope and Gore. The back four is going to be the same. It's going to be Trippier, but Fabian Schär's going to be out through injury, so Lascelles will come back in. Or you could put Dan Burn at centre back and play Matt Target in the left back position as well. Now he's back from injury. The midfield three will be Bruno Guimaraes, Joe Linton, Sean Longstaff, because Joe Linton's still suspended. He's got one more game to serve out, 10 bookings this season. The front three is going to be...
Wait, who are you putting for Joe Linton, sorry?
Joe Willock.
Willock, okay.
So, and the front three will be, for us, it's going to be ASM, Isak, and I think he'll play Murphy again. And I'll be really surprised if he brings back Miggy in because he scored that goal, even though Murphy, had a good game, I thought, on Sunday against Wolves. I think he did all right. But he's 28 now, and he needs to step up at that age. He's in his prime. So, John, between the two screens, I can see John Shelby's face sticking out. Yes, I can. Good, fine, Mark. Mark, please hit the subscribe button, please, mate. If you can, that'd be brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. But then, BJ or Nout? Brennan Johnson all day long. Hi to Clarky, hope you came, mate. I take Danilo once he settles in England and the Prem. Absolutely. Steve, guys chatting to Steve. Yeah, totally agree. Don't have trolls on our channel to talk whatsoever or anyone else's. That's a ban. ASN dances down better than Jay Links. You can keep Jay Links at Forest. Jesse Links.
You can have him for free. He's going on a free in the summer, so,
Not
take
for
him.
me. No. He's a great player. He means that Ravi now called Boo.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's meant.
Yeah. We were in there on Monday.
Wow. I can't wait for Ford to take on Richie, Dummett, Mercurio, Lascelles, and Darlow in the summer. Do you know what? You could have Darlow and Lascelles back.
We ain't in retirement home. We've already retired. Taking your goddamn granddads. I ain't taking Lascelles and Darlow back, who we've already had and gave to you. No, you can deal on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, TBI is the Forest one. I don't know where the away one is. Obviously, I've not gone into them.
Then,
but TBI is the home one, yeah.
Cool. Used to train years going to the ground after fishing trip out with the lads. That's in Lee. Got Mason as well. I've always said Knots Flowers. Do not say Knots on there, Mason, because you don't want to upset my guy. So, can we keep comments respectful?
It's not me that he's going to upset. He'll upset the whole of Nottingham, but it's up to him.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's just chat to Steve. And John, would you play Burner centre back as Shah's injured? 100%. I'll definitely play in the back and definitely play Target left back. Get Target back in because at the end of the day, that's what we need. I love Dan Burn for what he's done at left back, but he's not a left back. He's a centre back.
He's too lanky to be a left back, isn't he?
He's done all right. He's doing okay there, but you're right. He's not the quickest a left back. I can't lie.
He's not an overlapper like you get with Trippier down the other side. And I think that's hurting you. He's been all right defense. It's a bit like Ben White at Arsenal, isn't it? Ben White, he's still a centre back, but you can see what they've done with the right back position. Yes, he can overlap a bit, but you still look at him and he looks like a centre back.
Absolutely. That's the thing. I mean, Dan Burn's been great for us. You know what I mean? I mean, that song, Never Gonna Beat Dan Burn, He's in Blythe, but bless him. Good song, though. Good song. But you're right. I mean, he needs to be a centre back because he's too slow to be a left back for me. But, you have to have luck, and he's done a good job. Crazy Cat Lady, hi to you. Please hit the subscribe button. I hope you're okay, and hope you're all set for tomorrow. 2-0 to Newcastle from Steve. Big up to you, Steve. And, since chatting to Hi Crazy, Crazy Cat and the team. Got one for Mark. Thank you very much for subscribing, mate. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. And go through views as well. And Let's have a look. The away bars at the Notts County Ground. Never. Do you know what? I've never been to the City Ground. I'd love to go there for the atmosphere. So the atmosphere is
amazing,
really, really beautiful. Yeah. And the way bar at the Notts County, Nottingham Forest ground, seriously, you struggle to get a drink anywhere else within 5 miles of the ground. They are very strict with away fans, and with the accents, no chance. You know what it is, right? I've been to pubs, right? You know, like I've been to Southampton, right? And in the Southampton end, of course, right? And for the fan, I've been there twice this season, by the way, in the Southampton end, and they really respected us in their stadium as well. Because I didn't cheer when we scored, right? But I had a lass sat next right to us, right? She's a Saints fan, and she was absolutely fantastic. At the end of the game, she said that she very respectful Newcastle fan, and you know what? You are absolutely fantastic. Do you know what I mean? And Saints fans come up to us and said that, you know, I had a chat about it. Cool. So, and then now I've got a channel. And thank you, Jules, as well. So for me, that I mean, I don't know what Steve Cooper's been saying in his press conference. Did you do the press conference, BA? Did you do the press conference?
Yeah, he did it yesterday, yeah.
Reactions, sure. Is that live? Because I used to do that sort of. I may do it again very, very soon. What do you think of it? The press conference, Stevie Cooper's press conference. Do you feel confident for tomorrow's game? Do you think you've got
I just think, well, there's a lot of injuries still. We still haven't put our best 11 out all season. It depends on the team lineup, mate, and it depends on Stevie Cooper and if he wants to go after you or not. I am fully convinced you're going to see low block football tomorrow, 100%, and we're going to try and hit you on the counter attack. The problem is our main counter attacking person was Jono. Jono being out injured. He did say, however, that Jono's not fully ruled out for tomorrow, so he could make an appearance, but I'm pretty sure he's out. So if Jono's not playing, then we're going to need someone like Dennis to step up and maybe use his pace on the counter attack. But you're going to have to break us down. He's going to shove you guys out wide and block out the middle and see if you can cross your way into a goal or something like that. That'll be your best chance. But I think Cooper will be happy to take a 0-0 tomorrow. I think a lot of the Forest fan base will as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, it is what it is. But it's going to be interesting. But we just got to have more of the ball. Do you know what I mean? We are going to keep the ball. Don't get us wrong. We're playing some good football. Do you know what I mean? Under Eddie Howe. It's been absolutely amazing. But at the end of the day, right, I mean, sometimes, we're creating chances, though. But we miss so many chances this season. We really, really have. We really have. I mean, the final ball is just not there. And it's so frustrating. Do you know what I mean? It really, really is.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
So,
and you got Isaac coming soon. Well, Isaac's starting to fire. So, you know, it's firing at the wrong time for me. I'd have quite liked to see Callum Wilson playing tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to be the case.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. But, yeah, you can't do that, man. You can't. I mean, it's going to be interesting, very interesting. But, I mean, we've just got to keep going, doing our thing. I think Newcastle will have to travel to Nottingham to get a drink before the game. I mean, Newcastle fans would love to drink before the game. Simple as that. They're not at the
I was going to say, mate, you got a bunch of alcoholics, haven't you? Coming down for the game tomorrow.
I know. The thing is, right, though, I mean, Newcastle
just
do love
Hooters. They all like going Hooters. Just send them to Hooters. You can walk it from Hooters to the ground. You'll be fine. Yeah,
exactly. We're live on FFTV YouTube channel. Yeah, we find it.
Yeah, we got our preview stream coming up after in about an hour's time.
Yeah, we do definitely give you the opportunity to give yourself a shout out as well, because you know, that'd be brilliant. We have too much for Forest and attacks on go for 3-0, 3-1 win to Newcastle. That's from Alan. It's not going to be as easy as that.
You won't get 3 goals. You will not be. Trust me. You haven't seen low block till you've come up against Forest. Yeah, they're getting pretty good at low blocking. The thing is, if you score early, then you might find yourself getting 1 or 2 more in quick succession. But that only happens away from home. Yeah, since September, we haven't lost at the City Ground since September. I mean, it's probably the longest home record currently in the Premier League, time-wise. I don't know. I would assume it is. I've seen plenty of home. I don't know, when was the last time Newcastle lost at home? I bet it's been a while, hasn't it?
Maybe against Liverpool a couple of weeks ago.
There you go, then. So we didn't lose to Liverpool. We beat them. We didn't lose to Man City. We beat them. We beat Man City the week after they beat Arsenal at home. So that's what you got to. That's the mindset you got to take with you when you come to the City Ground. If you think you're better than Man City at breaking down Forest, then you'll deserve to win. But we kept Haaland at bay the whole match, and they had to score a worldie just to get a draw with us. So yeah, that's where we are right now.
Yeah, fair enough. We've got another 15 minutes to go, so if you're going to fly for this, just need to take more shots on the goal. Lee, Jacob Timofino. I tell you, I love coffee. He loves making those names up, man. The 60-yard bicycle.
He's Murphinho now, is he?
Yeah. He's not exactly Osimhen. Not quite yet. Give it a shot. Yes, please do. Yes, I will do. No problems at all. And hello to Wayne as well. He's been away for a while, but back now for tomorrow. Big up to you, Wayne, and welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Wayne. Big up to Barbara from Ireland. I hope you're okay. And chatting to Wayne there. From Tony, I apologize for offending any Forest fans for what I said. Mason, don't worry about it. It's absolutely spot on.
You can't offend me, mate, but you will offend them with the nuts Forest talk. Yeah.
No, fair enough. Thanks, guys. Definitely give you a chance. Definitely give you a chance to shoot it as well. Thank you for Mason. That's Leslie. Tony's got to go.
That's Pat.
And up the Forest, that's some Pat. Big up to Pat. By the Pat, hit the subscribe button, please, if you can. That'd be amazing. Thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate that. A draw in Man City. 1-0 Forest win. That's the Trevor Francis tracksuit. Ryan Yates, the winner.
I just don't think he'll start tomorrow. I hope he does. I tell
you what,
he can come on and score, though. He'll come on and score.
Ryan Yates is a big lad, didn't he? He's got legs, hasn't he?
He's got more heart than he's got legs. His heart is ridiculous. Wears his heart on his sleeve. He's one of those battlers. You don't want to come up against him.
Nah.
Especially at the City Ground, yeah.
Exactly. City Ground's hard place to go with, and they're tough for us. Very, very tough. And hello, lads, of win as well. So for me, Eddie Howe. I mean, do you think Eddie Howe, right? I know I'm getting a lot of people. For me, personally, I've been Eddie Howe as the man for Newcastle United. He'd be here for a long, long time. Yeah, and I mean that, yeah. But in your opinion, if you're a Newcastle United fan, would you stick with Eddie Howe, or would you go for an elite manager?
Eddie Howe is getting to the stage where he is becoming an elite manager, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You look at what there's only certain kind of managers that can do it. Cooper did it last year from bottom to top in the Championship. Eddie Howe has done that for you guys from bottom last season in the Premier League to flirting with the higher echelons in there. It's hard to do it in any league. Yeah. So Eddie Howe needs a lot of respect put on his name for that. Now you give him some of the money that the Saudis have got. You give him some quality signings. And I like the way they've done it. I like that you haven't thrown cash at him willy-nilly and gone all Man City on him. I like the players you brought in. I think Bruno's one of the best players in the league. And I like what Eddie's done with the defense. He started from the back. Botman, only a few people really knew about Botman last year from when he was playing his time, wasn't it, in the French league. And he's slowly come in and he's established his name. And you got to say Eddie Howe's done a lot of credit for that. So for me, you let this guy have some money. You put some real quality players into the summer, which I think he will do, and he will go far. Now, give him another year or two, see where he is. Expectations will rise. Yeah. Can he then meet those expectations? Well, that's down to him. But who knows in football? You're only 3 defeats away as a manager from losing your job in any team. So, 3 in a row and you're in trouble. But he's got to stop drawing because you guys love a draw this season. Once he gets that out of the way, then you'll be fine. But that's just, I think that was because Isaac was injured for a lot of it. And now he's come back. Hopefully he can start scoring for you guys after the World Cup break, the international break even. Not before.
There's a new song, right? I mean, they're doing an ENQUIRIES song. It's called Your Defense in Trouble. Isaac in the room. I said that to Lottie as well. Lottie comes on my channel. I said that to ENQUIRIES as well, but she says it different, But that's a good one, isn't it? Sort of thing. So no one's saying it. That's class. There's some more comments, by the way. They're looking forward to Nottingham. That's from Alan. Yes,
there is. Yeah.
100% agree with you there, John. Thank you very much indeed for that, Gary. I mean, Gary speaks a lot of sense as well. I mean, elite managers are not always available for you.
Yeah, but who's an elite manager? Who's an elite manager that the Toon want? What are the names they're looking at? What are you going to say? Mourinho, he's past it. Poch, he's crap. I don't know who you think. There's only Pep and Klopp. That's it. Outside of Pep and Klopp, one or two others, but they're untested. Like, look what Eddie Howe's done.
Diego Simeone.
He's too negative. He's all about defensive football.
What about Nagelsmann then? Julian Nagelsmann, when he decides to have enough of Bayern Munich.
Yeah, but that's a Farmers League. It's like, do you want to risk that? Do you want to risk that going from someone who's proven himself in the Premier League, yeah, who's lifted you above where you were last season, and you're gonna go for someone from the German league who can win that league? Okay, put it that way. He's not even walking that league, because I think Union Berlin are keeping them on their toes this season, aren't they? So it's like, do you really want to do that? A Bayern manager should be walking that league, should have it wrapped up by now. So I don't know why you would want him. Yeah,
exactly. But Eddie Howe is my guy. He's my manager, 100%. Forest missed a lot of key players, but on word at Shelby, just if he scores, Obi does not celebrate. I don't think he will celebrate.
I'd love that.
He loves Newcastle too much. Chelsea, our club, people thought Newcastle would be after the title over Aston Coffee. Do you know what? We already beat Chelsea this season, or what we beat in the game last game of the season. Eddie's top man for be here for years, one season at Wembley, and look where we were at top flight football nearly exactly. Again, people saying to us that Eddie's not a big enough name for Newcastle, but I'm sorry, he's done a wonderful, wonderful job. Eddie's our guy. Remember talking to Forest fans at the start of the season and said the trip to the City Ground will be a tough game.
Forest has one R, by the way. Just a lot of people do that. I don't know why.
Bayern or the players. I got on for night coffee. Mason Singer. I wish I was a singer. I'm not going to give him my day job, by the way. I'm not. Nottingham now, and then Instagram. Hit the subscribe button, please, mate. That'd be fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. And even to you, I hope you're okay and or set to go. Would you go for Zidane? Me, probably not.
Zidane I would take. Zidane I'd take over everyone. But Zidane is my boyhood all-time favorite footballer. So yeah,
I tell you what,
I'd take Zidane. Yeah.
That guy is brilliant in his time. Let's be real. That goal against Leverkusen in the Champions League back in 2002.
One of the greatest goals ever.
One of the greatest goals I've seen in my lifetime. I wish Forest nothing but the best. Living in the Midlands, we need more teams in the Premier League. However, just not a result for you tomorrow. And that is due to you. And Howe steers for me, 100%. Any newbies today? Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate that. You do your stuff. And the Jules, anyhow, we call him that elite manager, John, but that's in Gary D. Stato is an elite manager, and that's in Coffee, and Mourinho is a serial winner. That's from Moore. Right. We're going to go for the score predictions as well for Nottingham Forest, Newcastle United tomorrow at City Ground. And it's going to be a close game that people's going to make out of it. It's going to be, I'm saying 2-0 to Newcastle. They're going to find a way, and that's being positive, which I think is a good thing. But it can go either way. But how do you think the game's going to go?
It's going to be 0-0. I'm telling you now, don't go there expecting to see a Newcastle-Liverpool 4-3 from years gone by. Don't expect to be seeing that. This is going to be like, you're going to get a lesson in watching low block football. That's what you're going to get tomorrow. And we may not be able to counter-attack you because we haven't got Jono. So, like, honestly, don't operate heavy machinery tomorrow. The atmosphere will keep you awake. The atmosphere is going to be absolutely cracking at the stadium, but it's going to be low block, and you're going to struggle to break it down. You really are. You need to get one early. If you're going to win the game, you're going to have to get one early and try and force Forest out. But if it gets to half-time and it's 0-0, then you might as well pack yourselves back up on the coach and try and get yourselves home early, because it's just going to finish 0-0. So that's my prediction for it.
Yeah, be interesting. Very interesting. It's going to be, I hope it's not a draw. I hope we get a win. We need that win. We'll get top 4 this season. If we get top 4, that'd be amazing. But we need to get top 4. We got to beat teams like Forest. Don't just suspect. We got to beat teams near the bottom of the table and be quite capable. Big up the Pat, by the way. 5-4 to Newcastle. I like Cough. I love him. But I tell you, it's 5-4 to us. Then for football purists, it probably gives us a heart attack. But at the end of the day, I would say, what a game. And 2-1 to the Toon. Nottingham Forest have no chance, in my opinion. That's the Sedan, 1845. Please hit the subscribe button, mate. And I appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. I've always liked Forest, but they're my worst enemy, like being in the ring. That's a win. But don't use the boxing gloves win. Please don't. We don't want to see any knockouts as well. Only when you win, of course. Yeah, so I'm going to be 2-0. Give us 3 players you take for Newcastle United into your team. I know you said ASM was one of them, didn't you?
I would say, because we need a left-sided player, I'd take ASM, definitely Bruno, and I'd take either I'd take Shaw.
Famin Shah. He's going to be a miss tomorrow because that guy's been playing his best football of his career.
Well, at least he can't score a 25-yard weldy again tomorrow if he's out then, like he did in the first game of the season, man.
Oh, no. Look, at the end of the day, he's out tomorrow and he's not even picked for the Swiss national team. But if he swings up, if he rocks up tomorrow and gets a start, which is highly unlikely, I don't think Switzerland's going to be happy. And they're going to, I'm sure, be banned for a game because he's picked for the national team and just tore the line. But I think Shaw's too professional. I think he'd not be playing tomorrow. It's just a shame. We probably have ourselves in if Dan Burn keeps at left back. We are damn poor, and that's for not a now and then. Listen, at the end of the day,
he's a straight talker.
He is. That's what I love about people, straight talking. And Gimash, Faustino Aspila.
Yeah, I saw his player once. I was in Newcastle. I was up in Newcastle in the Metro. Do they still have the Metro land in Newcastle as I was a kid?
You do have Metro just off the A1, mate.
Yeah, I saw him in there back in the day, yeah. Everyone's screaming Tino at him. Tino.
I tell you a little story, right? I mean, quickly, right? I mean, Tino, right? Back in 2001, went to Darlington, right? And fees been agreed. He would have been the highest paid wage of $5,000 a week, right? So all the fans turned up, right, at Darlington, right, chanting Tino. There's a couple thousand there, right? Turned up to see him, right? And then the very next day, right, he signed for this club in the Middle East, and they were kicking themselves. Absolutely kicking themselves. Darlington. He didn't show up. He didn't show up at all. And I tell you what, didn't show up, and he went off to the Middle East for more money. That's all it is. And George,
so about the money, baby. Yeah.
more money. Did you tell him $1 for sure, or did you expect Newcastle fans to be there as well? Wow. I tell you what, if I was a Darlow fan, I think I'd be peed off for that sort of thing. Normally, he would play in League Two. How weird, man. Not at 31. Then 31 years of age. Metroland's not there anymore.
Yeah, it was on a little crappy. It was on a crappy little roller coaster. It looked like it went around it with his kid and everything. Tino.
Yes. Oh man, he turned up when it was full of snow in Newcastle Airport, very snowing, and he must be thinking, "What the heck? I come up here for? I would have rather stopped at Palmer." You know what I mean? But hey ho, I'm glad he was here. 2 seasons there. Hope Forest stays up. A great football club with great fans. Mason, kind words there. I have to agree. Metroland closed 14 years ago. Big up to James Kitspire, the cycle top. I tell you, he said he wants to manage Newcastle one day, but I don't know where he is now. But he was in the Cyprus club as well. Did you hear the one where they played Team Bus? I've got Tino topped. I remember that. He'd done a bunk as well. Yes, he did win. Wow. I used to live in Darlow, Batsman Lee as well. Yeah. And did you give us a score? You said 0-0, didn't you? A score prediction.
0-0 for me, yeah.
And you're going to be gutted that Brendan's not going to play tomorrow, man.
I am, yeah. But I think either way, 0-0, it still would be even Brendan. Maybe it'd been a 1-1 draw or something. I don't know, man. It could go either way. If you score early, you'll win. If you don't, then it's a draw. Well,
the thing is, though, we draw that game tomorrow. That ain't going to do us any good at all whatsoever because we need to win that.
So do we, man.
I know.
We're getting sucked into this fight, and I don't want us to. We
You
got to
got
win
some
our
tough-
home
you-
games.
I know. You got some tough games coming up as well, my guy. You got to play Arsenal home. You got to play. I think you got to play
United at home. We've got
United
Wolves at
at
home,
home,
Leeds
Wolves,
away, Palace
Leeds away.
away, Chelsea away. I've memorized them all, man. I don't like the look of them.
I know. You got some tough games coming up, man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I tell you what,
Yeah.
though, you did get some points on the board. You got to get that 40 points. My
We need
guy.
3 wins. 3 wins and we're done. That's it. That's the difference. 3
Keeps you
wins.
up.
It sounds
It
so
keeps-
easy like that, don't it?
Exactly. I think 34. I think 35 points, 36 points could be enough this season. I think 36 points will do.
Yeah, 3 wins gets us 35. You think we squeeze a draw or 2 in there, puts us 36, 37. I think that's enough. But
Absolutely.
let's start with a win tomorrow. That would be perfect.
I would say good luck tomorrow, but not tomorrow night. But it is what it is. Remember Tino against Barca? Yes, I do. The greatest time run of time in life. In for a tough run. That's from Pat. I looked at Pat. It is tough. Mo, that's a memory. What's on the bar for the Gallagher? That's in Leslie. Gary D. I've seen enough draws. That's the last time this season. I do, mate.
Yeah, but that's kept the momentum for you. They're better than losses, aren't they?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
If you don't win again, as the old things go, if you don't get a win,
Don't lose it. Yeah.
Exactly. For us to stay up, I hope they do. At least we've got an easy trip to Anfield. That's,
Yeah.
and
Stamford Bridge as well. Yeah.
Stamford Bridge as well. I hope we beat Chelsea, but I really hope we smash them if we get there. I'm glad we're not fighting relegation this season. My anxiety would be sky high. That's some coffee as well. I do love coffee as well. Just a shame it's not on social media. Otherwise, it would have been fun. So, listen, we're going to wrap up there, by the way, because I think we've covered most things as well. Stevie Cooper, has he signed a new contract? And if he keeps you up, would he be there next season?
There's talks of him going to Spurs. I've seen him linked to, and a couple of other teams as well. So I think if Forest go down, he'll still be there. If Forest stay up, there's talks that some bigger clubs are looking at him. Even likes of, who else was it? Leeds are still looking. I don't know why he'd go there, but definitely Spurs have been linked. Chelsea got linked when there was talks of Potter going again. So yeah, he's a sought after man. He really is. But yeah, we'll have to see. I think he'll still be there. I think he'll still be there either way.
If he goes, then Steve Bruce is available.
Nah, we're good, mate. We're good. I'll take Eddie Howe off you, but but nah, not Steve. Yeah,
not for
and
Steve.
There's always, you guys could always go back to Rafa the Gaffer. He's still floating around.
It'd be good for you. It'd be good for Forest. It'd be really good for you. If you do
Don't point that one finger at me when 3 are looking back at you, man. Yeah, he'll do well back at yours.
Don't diss him, because at the end of the day, right, you can still do a job. You still do a job for you. So I think you'd do have it there, but you never know. We'll see. Keep Steve Cooper. Give him another season. Thanks, everyone. Hit the like, subscribe, and share the socials. See you on John's next show. Thank you very much indeed. And serious question, John. Why no stars on your shirt? Listen,
it's a very good question.
It's a very
all
good
that
question.
Saudi money, mate. All that Saudi money, and you got nothing but a Mickey Mouse Cup final to show for it.
Listen. I love going to Wembley. Do you know what I mean?
We went to Wembley last year and we came away with the trophy, mate. So
that's in the championship. Come on, man. That's in the championship, man. Get in the Premier League.
Mate, that's the most expensive trophy in football. We've already got the 2 stars on our badge. We don't need to worry about that. But we picked up the most expensive trophy at Wembley last season, 180 mil.
Listen. We'll be fine for the top 4 in future years, mate. Don't worry about that.
Did you just hear yourself fighting for the top 4? Not fighting for trophies. You're going to fight for the top 4.
Listen,
come on.
If we get top 4 this season, right, that'll be amazing. We can still do it. This season. It's in our hands in a minute. If we know game in hand, it's in our hands, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
You need to be careful because the way you're talking, you're going to turn into the rich version of Spurs.
No, what I'm saying is, right, we can do it. I mean, I don't expect us to get top 4, but we're in a top 4 race. We're still in that race. And if it's there, go for it. Just have a go.
I remember the days when people would race for trophies, not positions, man. Hence why we got the stars.
I love to get trophies, my guy. I love to get trophies, but you never know. Listen, I'm not a big...
What is it, 67 years now? Something like that for Newcastle? 57 or 67? I can't remember.
68 years in domestic cup. 68 year. last trophy ones back in 69. So, wow. So, go through these
Wow.
comments. We'll wrap up the show. Saw that Eddie Howe's going nowhere. He's definitely not going anywhere. Boom, mic drop. We got Boone in the middle. Hi, John. And we are going to win tomorrow. And he's up the Toon Army. And Kate and Jonathan, bit up the Kate, by the way. And she's got some sad news that she's got bad news to tell you in a minute, by the way. But our jobs, Newcastle, always Aston James. Wow.
True.
What a trophy. Yeah, don't you start. What a trophy. Got a 14, definitely. Banter's banter, but respect. Exactly. I love it if you've got a trophy. Love it. That's Kate is what's gonna close the show. Bye Nottingham Forest going doing that in Kate. We like
sing it after you've won.
Well, what about boost for Tavares?
I thought Newcastle fans and Forest fans are like on a level, but bloody hell, you're like trying to flog us Bruce. I mean, isn't it bad enough we took your retirement players and now you want to flog us that freaking beached whale?
Cabbage. I love it, man. Yes. Don't bite John. We'll see what they say in their future. I mean, you know what's banter, mate. It's banter. But I see what you mean. Listen, I'm going to wrap up there, my guy. And thank you so much for coming on. And we got one boost can go to Chelsea. That's in coffee. And before can you just give it a massive, massive shout out, please, to your socials there. And yes, you did mention it, but can you say it again, please, so you can find you? Because you've been fantastic.
Yeah, you can find us on @ForestFanTV on YouTube and @official ForestFanTV on Twitter. We'll be doing our build-up stream at 8:45 tonight with the rest of the FFTV boys, so you're more than welcome to join in. We actually have a lot of Newcastle fans in there, and one of our regulars in there is a Newcastle fan. Will be coming on tonight, and we'll be bantering with him. So if you're up for a bit of banter, he's just a viewer. He's like, I think secretly he knows that Forest are a bigger club than Newcastle, so that's why he's been attracted to it. But he's been a Newcastle fan for like 40 years, apparently. So we'll be having him on and having a bit of banter with him and finding out why he is watching Forest content over Newcastle. But joking aside, I love Newcastle. Ever since you guys got screwed by Man U all those years ago, I've always had a little soft spot for you because I wanted you to win the league. Even though I'm pretty sure it was Ian Wine who ruined that season for you, if memory serves me right, with that Thunderbolt goal to make it 1-1, I think it was. Yes. Ant will correct me; he remembers all that old stuff. But
I can.
But come, we'll be live in about half an hour, 40 minutes time. If you want to have a bit of banter, go for it.
And stuff. We'll be watching that as well. I'm sure that'll be a cracking show. If you do get a chance to watch Forest Fans TV, Wolfie, just check his channel out. Cabbage Head Steve Boost, that's in great. We got our first, yeah. Take care, everyone. Thank you for that, Les. Bye to you, a coffee. Peace out, people. That's from Pat. Thank you, Pat. And Forrest is going down. Oh, Vanessa. She doesn't.
No chance.
She wants you to do well. Kate wants you to do well, but you're going to win the man.
It's all right. I don't mind it.
Being great and like spot on. Thank you, Lee. And Secret Red as well. Don't tell Mason that, by the way. And Steve Booster Forrest, God bless my soul. Wow, he's doing a wonderful job by talk people. You know what I mean?
He sent him back to his, he loved playing for Man U, didn't he? Let him manage them.
He is. Yeah. He's a legend there. I've got to be honest. He is a legend United, but he's more red than black and white. Let's be real.
Definitely.
Which lad? He's definitely red. So there you go. Listen, thanks for coming on. I'm going to have a really quickly backstage. All right? I know you've got a show to do, but guys, if you like the video, like what you see, you know it's like what to do. The links are in there as well. Like, subscribe, super chat, and also become a member as well. And thanks for the Forest fans, new members to subscribe to my channel as well. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much indeed. Rather everything ground doing. That's going to be tough. And lads, great show. That's to win as well. Before I let you go, give us a 3 teams going to get relegated.
It's going to be Bournemouth, Southampton, and Crystal Palace.
Yes, I'm going to say for me, I'm going to say Southampton. I'm going to say Lightsaber's going to get relegated, and Bournemouth will stay up for me. I think they're going to get away, and I think for me, I can see Leeds.
Yeah, I just think there's always one team that falls like a stone, and Crystal Palace are looking like that team to me. So
Yeah,
I see them going down.
Aye, that'll be tough. Leicester, smart bother too. Send Steve Bruce to Millwall. Good idea. Good riddance to Steve Bruce and Forest. That's some kids. Oh, bless kids. And Leicester from Pat and Sean. Wow, big up to Sean, by the way. Please hit the subscribe button, Sean, if you can, mate. If you haven't done so, I appreciate that. Thank you so much indeed.
Hey, Sean.
And so, guys, so we're going to wrap up the show there. And thanks for watching. And I'll be backstage for a minute or so. And I'll see you back, hopefully, for the warm-up show tomorrow. Keep your eyes peeled for that, guys. And until then, have a fantastic evening. Let's do this tomorrow. And we're the lads. Let's do it, Newcastle.